this is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing for this tarot deck called Tarot de el Dios de los Tres. And again, I'm a bargain shopper, and I got this deck from Amazon. It was in liquidation, like dirt cheap. They were selling like a whole set, like 3 tarot decks for the price of one. Again, dirt cheap. I've never seen this or don't remember seeing this before. So I got it. I was intrigued, and I want you to come along with me to do the unboxing. Now, guys, thank you. I wanted to say, give a big shout out to my brand new subscribers on YouTube, on Rumble, on BitChute. Rumble, you guys are mind-blowing. I am so excited about the numbers. Also for YouTube, you guys, I am so grateful. I am so happy. I'm happy that you guys are with me on this journey. I am thankful. Thank you. So, like I said, if you've been on this channel before, I like to bargain shop. Tarot cards is one of my things. My brother think I have an addiction, and I think I may have. I do collect them a lot, and I have been collecting tarot deck since, I think my first tarot deck was when I was 18 years old, and I've been on and off collecting. So tarot de los tarot de el Dios de los Tres. So the direct translation, if my Spanish is still good, is Tarot of the Gods of the Tree, or the Tree of the Gods, lower G. So I'm sure, so now there's a scan, a QRV code in the back that you can scan to get the booklet. I haven't had a chance. I scanned it. I looked briefly at the booklet. I was not able to read it. I'm gonna have to print it because the wording was just too small. Now I'm showing my age. So let's do the unboxing. Let's see what this card is about. I am excited. So pretty generic card. Let me take this away. A deck, boxing. You know, nothing crazy. Let me see where we can open this here. Okay. Okay, I'm struggling here. And here we go. Made it. So pretty simple, pretty generic. Again, we're buying it from the discount. So yeah. So the colorful is pretty popping, as you can see. I'm gonna put this aside, and this is the back of it. So it's not too big, it's not too small. It's a good size. I'm gonna take my Lightseer's Tarot and use it as a comparison, just to give an idea. So the Lightseer obviously is way bigger. So this could be considered like a pocket deck. The El Dios de los Tres. Okay. So I guess it's pretty cool. And kind of sort of flimsy. Is a little glossy feel to it, to the touch. Pretty cool deck. Can I use it every day? Maybe not every day, but it's still good quality. A little flimsy to my touch, but still good quality. So okay, this is the back. That's the same in the cover. So pretty colorful. I love the details. There's so much to unpack here. That's gonna be like a whole video if we do. And very colorful. Let's see if we can do this. So they have it in the name of the cards in Spanish and in English, which is pretty cool. Knight of Cups. Okay. So I guess this is like the information about who illustrated. But it keeps on saying El Dios de los Tres, who did the illustration. Okay, cool. Good to know. So this is the Fool. It's interesting that the tiger is the head, and that person's, this looks like blood. It looks like there was a decapitation that occurred. We're gonna have to read the guidebook. Clearly there's gonna be more insight from those imagery to really understand the symbol, but you can still follow along, you know, the Fool, new beginning, and so forth. But I'm curious about the head chopping part. The Magician, El Mago. So it looks like the deer, and there's like a lot of symbolism with the serpent. So serpent is about wisdom in some culture. So that's pretty interesting. And the eye with the infinity sign. So just all seeing here. But I love the details. I love the color. Pink is my favorite color. So every time I see pink, I rejoice. High Priestess. Interesting that is the owl that shows up. Owl is usually, you know, foresight, teacher, wisdom as well, and able to see way beyond, way beyond or reality or the naked eye kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. So the Empress. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I love the color. I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite decks. The color is really attractive. I am so curious to see how this is going to work out. So the Empress, she has wings, which is so wings or flight represent freedom, and then that owl perch in her hand. There's a certain liberty going on here, theme, freedom and wisdom. And then you see the wheat, you know, fertility. This bird, you see it a lot in the Egyptian hieroglyph, but I cannot remember the name. I'm gonna have to do some research about it. But again, the star, I mean, this is just beautiful. The greenery in the background, you see her seated comfortably. Empress represent Venus, you know, comfort, desire, luxury, all that good stuff. The Emperor, again, Aries energy here, beginning, law and order, foundation, setting of foundation. This is pretty cool. So it's very in keeping with the tradition of the Rider-Waite, but they just add their own spiel to it. So there's additional you know, items that they add that you're not going to see in the Rider-Waite, and it still adds to it. Makes it so ornate and pretty and attractive. The Hierophant. Interesting. Instead of having two people at his feet, he has two, what, Scorpio? It looks like Scorpio. The diamond in the middle. Well, that's interesting. Again, I'm going to have to read the guidebook to see what's that all about. Again, the all-seeing eye in the middle. It's just a beautiful, they've done pretty well with this. The Lovers. So instead of having usually most Lovers card will have an angel, winged angel, overseeing the lovers, but this here is the owl, and then there's two hands out of nowhere that comes out. I mean, that's again, it's beautiful. I love the Chariot, like messenger, moving fast, traveler. So this looks like a, is that a gorilla? It's kind of hard to tell, kind of, sort of. So the those are horses. Usually they have sphinx, one black, one white, and usually to depict not conflict, but that you have to overcome your lower, baser instinct. You have to come to an agreement so you'll be able to plunge yourself forward victoriously to your destination. But here, this, they don't make that distinction, but it's not a biggie. It's still good. Justice card. Okay, so there's a lot of Egyptian um, inspiration here for the decks that we see, and maybe Indian as well, right? This is pretty cool for justice, balance, communication. Astrology is Libra, which is choice, balance. Cool. The Hermit. Interesting. It's an elephant. I think they have a lot of elephant gods, looking gods in India. So this is pretty interesting that you see it here in El Dios de los Tres. So I wonder how that relates to the Latin community or Spaniard community. I'm intrigued. So there's a lot to unpack here. Usually the hermit walks in the wilderness, like somewhere deserted with not a lot of vegetation in sight, and he left civilization behind. But here it looks as if he's near a shore of sorts. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it kind of leaves a lot to interpretation. And here in the background with those clouds and those rays, as if he leaves like a lot of destruction and chaos behind and just forging on. At least that's how I interpret it, but I'm sure there's different ways of looking at it. It's interesting. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's good that you have it English and the Spanish translation if you're interested in learning a different language. So this is probably a good deck. I think new beginners, intermediate, and advanced readers will probably enjoy this deck pretty well because it's very much in the keeping of the Rider-Waite. This is so cool. I like that the roll of the dice kind of thing, because it is like that's the feel, like things can change at a moment's notice, that the dice can roll in your favor and the dice can really destroy you with that one, flick of the finger. So yeah, the two revolver on each side to depict like playing Russian roulette. I mean, if you're old school, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I hope people don't play this anymore. It's so dangerous. Strength card. Now that's interesting. It looks like Kali, the goddess of destruction. I'm gonna have to read at the guidebook. I'm interested with this whole setup here, but love the card, love the imagery. Again, there's so much to unpack here. The Hangman. Now that's unusual. So is this like is that a bat or a demon or a cross between both? It's kind of hard to tell, but it's interesting that it's not a tree that's holding this hangman upside down. It looks like a that's the what's the symbol where the serpent is eating his tail. It means infinity as well. So that's an interesting take on it. So death card. So that's again a lot of Indian inspiration here. This deck is really going to force me to do some more research here. And I love it. So I'm gonna have to check it out. Temperance card. Okay. Now usually in Temperance, the guy is a wingman, it has some clothes on, but here they have no shame to show all the body parts, balls and all. Still great deck. Very Greek uh, statue inspired. And so there's a lot of, so interesting with the snail. So usually snail are slow moving. You see that snail in the Nine of Pentacle to represent that success is slow moving, is, you know, about perseverance, it's about staying the course. So it's interesting that you see it here with temperance. It's as if you have to be patient in order to achieve temperance of sorts. So that's pretty interesting, right? The devil card. Okay. So, so instead of having people, they have like the deers in chain. And I wonder, so I'm gonna have to do more research about the symbology of deers, but I also, that the first thing that came to mind to see those two deers with the chain on is to say that, you know, you become an animal to your vice, an animal to your lower basic self. So okay, that's a good depiction. The tower, yeah, sudden change, like where you're, so I like this dice, like your fortune could change out of nowhere, like it could be a catastrophe and things can collapse at all moment. So okay, you're seeing a lot of the dice theme here. Okay, the star, that's a beautiful card. I mean, all the cards are beautiful. I mean, I can spend hours trying to depict the symbology, the imagery, and everything. The moon. So moon is emotion. Moon deals with a woman's cycle as well. And it's also being about moving cautious, that things are not as clear. You can go on and on. But it's so interesting that there's this heart, and then you see this butterfly next to the crescent moon. So butterfly is about transformation, and the heart is about going on your heart's journey, right, of sort. So there's so much to unpack here, that you're going through a period of transformation, even though things might seem dark right now. I mean, again, I cannot wait to do a reading with this. The sun. Ooh, this is different. The sun. So those two looks like, is that cow or Taurus? It's kind of hard to tell. The two skeleton, I don't know what that represents. I'm gonna have to check it out. But all-seeing eye in the sun. But that makes sense because the sun shines everywhere, so I can see the eye part. And then there's two different suns. So does it like as above, so below kind of feel to it? Okay. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here, and I have to check it out, but still nice. Justice. Again, it's people being revived, like a soul deep trumpet sounding to soul deep or bone deep sounding trumpet that really awakens you. So like a moment of revelation, right? That's pretty cool. And again, the Indian inspiration here is everywhere. So the world, so that's satisfactory completion of a chapter, and it's the last card of the major arcana. Okay, pretty awesome. So now we're going to, what's this? Two of Swords. Okay, that's where we start. Okay, we can go with that. Two of Swords is about the duality, being stuck in a position and not knowing where to move. Knight of Sword, movement. Okay, so they I like the imagery. Eight of Wands. So so clearly the cards are not in order. So at this point, we're just gonna have to go with it. That's the beauty of doing an unboxing. Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is about rapid movement. It's about traveling. But here, it it depicts two tigers, and it looked like they're probably in conflict with one another. So that's an interesting interpretation of the Eight of Wands. Ace of Pentacle deals with um, money, asset, gold, coins, and so forth. Very ornate, very pretty. Uh, Knife of Pentacle. So that's interesting. That looks like Thoth. Uh, he was like a scribe in ancient Egypt. And he's also been referred to as Trismegistus. Um, so that's, or Hermes in Greek. And a lot of people believe that both may or may not be one and the same person, and that he was almost immortal. I mean, we can go on and on with that, but let's move on. Knave of Sword. Again, that's pretty cool. Very ornate. I have to, again, we're gonna have to refer to the guidebook. Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands is usually about holding your ground. It's about, you know, not letting others sway you. Okay, it's pretty interesting. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. So Six of Wands is about victory. It's about being acknowledged by your peers, and either getting a promotion or being elevated in some way. So I think I know why this card is in the chopping block or is on discount. It's because they really didn't really take as much time as they should have with the minor arcanas. So I have to retract. It will be a better deck for intermediate and advanced readers. Beginners may have some problem with it because it's not like the Rider-Waite where the cards really comes out. You may have to do your study a little bit more before you get to that one. That's so sad. They were in such a nice track, and then they decided to fudge it over. Six of Cups. It's about going into your past, addressing your past in order to move on, or looking to your past a bit. Ten of Pentacles. It could be codependency. We can go on and on. Ten of Pentacles about it's an ending. So when I see Ten of Pentacles, for me, it's like a group of people, nation, and it could be a family, it could be inheritance, and it could be the ending of something. Nine of Pentacles. So it's an independence card, being sovereign. That's the card. Five of Cups. So disappointment. This can be a card of silver lining, not being too bottled down with the negative. Try to see the positive as well. It is a beautiful card. Oops. Ace of Sword. New information. Sorry about the dog. Eight of Pentacle. Eight of Pentacle. So Eight of Pentacle is about Pentacle is coin, so enjoying the fruit of your labor. And it's so interesting that you see this octopus. Usually octopus are very intelligent, very smart, very cunning, and they know how to survive in nature. So this is an interesting take on it. I think this requires more analysis. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So it's with the transformation in the background. This is a lot to unpack. So usually a Four of Cups could be somebody of feeling apathy or tired or bored and not realizing the opportunity that they have in front of them. So that's interesting. King of Cups. Again, very nice, very ornate. Ten of Swords. It's a surrender card. It's an ending card. And then sometimes it's my death card. Knight of Wands. Okay. To depict the fire nature of the wand. Okay. Two of Wands. About, this is so interesting here. Two of Wands. Dos despatos. Despastos. Six of Swords. Six of Swords. It's about moving away from a bad situation and seeking refuge of sort. The boat is still there, so at least that's not too bad. Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups is a card of contentment, happiness, and it could be a card of maintaining a certain level of facade. King of Pentacle. Oh wow, so they went full Egyptian there with the King of Pentacle. So King of Pentacle is somebody who's able to manifest wealth in this reality that we're on. Four of Pentacles, so somebody who hoards money, power, conservative, could be conservative, but one does not mean the other. Five of Swords, somebody who really likes to always one up another, and it could be a card of conflict as well. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. It's a card of desire. It's a card of having your wish come true. And lately I've been seeing this card as having your vibration high. You know, that if your vibration is high, you can manifest what you really desire, because all that comes from your emotion. It's worth your time to analyze. Okay, Queen of Pentacle. Okay. Pentacle is about, money, prosperity. So she likes comfort. She wants everybody to be comfortable. She's very successful, practical. Okay. Three of Pentacles, about collaboration, foundation, and so on. Ace of Wands, so the fire is coming out. Opportunity, inspiration, motivation. You're getting that burst of energy. It's like the universe is giving you this gift. Queen of Cups, somebody who's very intuitive, is very in touch with her emotion. Three of Cups, it's a celebration card. So, but it's interesting that you see the butterflies again, as if this celebration is transformative in a way. Okay. Seven of Pentacle. Seven of Pentacle. They have the diagram here. Pentacle is about money investment. So I think this is the investment card, where you're waiting for your investment to bear fruit, kind of thing. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. So basically holding the line, and for me, or being resilient in spite of adversity. It's interesting, this is how they're showing it here. Totally different from the Rider-Waite. So if you're a beginner, this might give you some pause. You may want to, get acclimated first before you get with this deck. Queen of Swords, somebody very sharp, whose counsel you would want to seek, but you may not want to hear what she have to say, because she will tell you how it is. She will keep it real. Three of Swords, it's loss, sadness, and you see the sword piercing the butterfly. It's like stud your growth kind of thing. Okay, they really went dark here. Seven of Cups, different choices, different opportunities. It could also mean dysfunction, depending. I mean, it's a beautiful card. I like the kitty, which is I think in China or Japan, is a card. It's a spirit that that gives you luck, I believe. I may be wrong, but please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. But like, please do comment. Ten of Wands. So it's about being overwhelmed, um, uh, so much so that you're about to be burnt out, with the Ten of Wands. But he doesn't look tired here. A Ten of Wands needs to look miserable, about to collapse kind of thing. King of Swords. Okay, somebody's very sharp, who's really about regulation, is really about keeping things a particular way. Four of Swords. Wow, they have like the rest in peace. Usually this card is not necessarily dead. It means, you know, being at rest, or somebody who's trying to get well after a long illness, or somebody in deep meditation. But it can be a dead card too. So it's interesting that that's how they view this card. I mean, the Rider-Waite, that person is stone, looks like a stone dead person, to be honest. So I can see similarities or why they would come to that conclusion. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. So it's about leaving behind, being disappointed. Knight of Pentacles. Huh, they have like a unicorn here. Knight of Pentacles, about movement, and it deals with reality. It deals with, you know, what's tangible. Okay. Two of Pentacles. It's about juggling your earthly affairs. Try to juggle your life. I think a lot of people are trying to do that right now. But so we're, you know, it's a little different than the Rider-Waite, like totally different. Where's the Two of Coins? But still nice. Cave of Wands. Cave of Wands. And that's a beautiful card. I wonder what is that green person represent? Which deity does he hail from? Or, you know, so I'm intrigued about this. Seven of Swords. So usually the Seven of Swords, if I remember, because this imagery is completely different from what I'm used to. I think the Seven of Swords is somebody who's worried, who has doubt, who has fears. Was it? Oh no, sorry, I retake that. Rewind. This Seven of Swords is basically a person who went to the camping site and trying to steal the swords and trying to get away with it. So there's manipulation going on. There's some convoluted whatever. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. Knave of Cups. Ooh, so I think the Knave is this is the Page. But why is the fella so, you know what, let's this is like turning into full-blown porn at this point. I mean, the more I'm flipping to the cards, like the bigger it's getting. Oh Lord. This is interesting. Ace of Cups, new beginning. It could be fertility, it could be opportunities, emotional awareness. Five of Pentacles deals with loss, temporary setback, financial loss, all of that, the above, and disappointment. Two of Cups, now that's a beautiful. Okay, the two koi fish kind of circling each other. That's nice. I'm okay with that. That makes sense. Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles, and you see the Taurus here. Isn't the Six of Pentacles about working on your craft? I love the details. I wonder this heart, so putting your heart into what you're doing. Okay. To manifest your material. Queen of Wands. Okay, passion. So why green though? I'm intrigued with this. It looks like a troll, but I may be wrong. Charismatic. Three of Wands. Usually about somebody's about to embark on a new journey, a new passion, a new whatever. But it's interesting that it has this book and the word love is showing up there. And then the two, dove? Okay. Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords about worry. So this looks like a Asian, Japanese inspired type of deity. Again, I'm going to have to use the guidebook. Five of Wands. Okay. Usually conflict, but there's no conflict here because they're standing by five by side. Okay, we're just going to go with it. Knight, King of Wands. Again, passion. Successful. Four of Wands. Celebration, happiness, unity. But why is the two on each side? Now that I'm intrigued. This is, okay, it's throwing me off. Eight of Sword. Eight of Sword. It looks like you have something on his back. Is that a horse that's blindfolded? Okay, that is a different way of looking at it. And then obviously the Knight of Cups. So overall, I love the color. I love how it shuffles. The card is a little flimsy, but it's just have to be careful with it. I don't think it's something you can use every day. Maybe once in a blue. As for the minor arcana, I think they could have done a better job. It was okay, but I think some of the artwork, they kind of went lazy with it. They didn't really depict the truth, like the effort that they put in for the major arcana. I think they could have done that too for the minors. And overall, I love the color. I love the deck. Oops. Like I said, it's a little glossy, so but it's good. A little disappointed about the minors though, but I'm gonna use the guidebook to get acquainted with this deck and try to use it. But I don't think it's a good deck if you're a new beginner. It might be too much, and the minor might be a little too intimidating at first. So until you get comfortable, I think this is the deck that you can get at a later time. Still like it. Still want to play with it because I love the colors. So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.